Howdy everyone, welcome back to the Luna Geeks Out channel, back with another unboxing, which is fun. Always enjoy doing these. Today we have an album I'm a little bit mixed on, but you know, it was pretty cheap, so I figured I'd pick it up. Heat by I-DLE, the Walmart exclusive version of it includes exclusive photo cards, so that'll be fun. I'll have no idea which one is exclusive, but certainly fun to see. This is their most recent release, if memory serves correctly. I think that's the case. Like I said, I am a little mixed on it, but I do think it's pretty good, all things considered. Very excited to see what we've got in this one. So without further ado, let's crack it open. And yeah, gonna need the knife to get this one out. There we go. Now, as we're starting off, if the lighting in this video is rough, I do apologize for that. It seems to be good on your little preview on the camera, but it is quite, well, it's not that late. It's 5:55 as of filming, but it is daylight's the time change has come and gone, and it is quite dark out now. So lighting's a bit different than normal, but oh, there we go, that's it off, and here we go. Let's just set this here, and yeah, oh, it's a little thing that slides out. I did not realize that. So oh, this is actually, oh, I got something cool to point out with this. Of course, it's in a sleeve, which is actually really neat. Everything slides out, but let's take a look at the, well, let's get the sleeve out. You can see it's got the actual text and everything on it. Okay, there is the text at the top, I just couldn't see it. But this bit right here, which I'm guessing is, I actually don't know what this is. We'll see. It still has, it's very subtle, but it still has, oh, there you go. Now you can see it's got the text on it, so that's very cool. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, this is CD and other stuff, so we'll leave this till last. And once again, album title, members, everything like that on the front, track listing, plus other stuff on the back, and let's see, Cube Entertainment and 88 Rising. I'm quite fond of the stuff that 88 Rising put out, so that's very nice. So we have a lot of little things here. Let's see what, I'm assuming this is just like different photos, like the group and everything. So we've got full group here, and I'm not gonna recognize the members, so forgive that. I'm still fairly new to this Spanish. Oh, I didn't even notice this. We have credits on the back for just the broad thing, created with love by I-DLE and 88 Rising. That's a sticker, so I am curious if there's something underneath there, but I'm not going to remove that. I should move my hair back so it's not getting on the mic. I'm not going to remove that because it's not going to go back on properly. I've got this member here. I'll look into this, see who is who. Back like this. Looks like the other ones are back just like this as well, so I will, if I see any different ones, I'll point them out, but assume everything is just like that. This member right here, come on, this member right here, this member right here, and there's nothing on the back that says who's who, so you know, the joys of not being a particularly close follower of the group. This member right here, I mean, I get confused about members in every dang video, really, but this member right here, can't really help myself with this one. I can't just blame me being an idiot this time. This member right here, probably good to actually have an excuse, to be honest. This member right here, this member right here, I am holding that correctly, let's go, and this member right here. Okay, was not expecting all of this. I thought this was going to be, you know, like your standard album photo book and everything. I guess it kind of fills that role, though, where it's, you know, all the photos of them and everything. was hoping we'd have, you know, lyric sheet, or lyrics within all of that. Don't see them, so maybe there's a lyric sheet in the little CD sleeve. Will you go back in there, please? Okay, today's been an interesting day with trying to get stuff put back up, because they had the Have a Nice Life re-released their Death Consciousness album, so I had that pre-order come in today, and that was acting. So we'll take a look at this in a moment. This may be the lyric sheet. But first we have photo cards. We have the full group here. Very nice, very nice. I always love a full group photo card. And then we have 2 members here. I don't believe that's the same person, and no name on them. So this person and this person. And once again, I'll get those edited on screen. So the folks like me who don't know people and aren't good with faces can see who's who. And then we have one of these. Oh, these are always really fun. Let me see if I have... You know, steal this old photo. Yeah. Here we go. Now you can actually see that one of those little sort of hologram... Not holo... That's not the right word. Transparent things would probably be better on like an actually white background. This is definitely stained and browned a bit, but definitely got that yellowing of age, but you got the point across. One of these cool little, I don't even know what you call these, whatever they are. I really like them. So let's get these, pop it back in real quick, and assuming lyric, but yes, lyrics, let's go. And it's got, well, got here and here, both sides of that. We've got lyrics, we've got credits for everything. Love to see it. Oh, okay. I thought this was a proper book, but no, it folds out. That's neat. But yeah, just lyrics for all the tracks, got the credits for everyone involved. So we did get a lyric sheet in here. I am very happy about that, because I am very much someone who is fond of being able to, you know, read the lyrics as I go along and everything. Can't do that with most K-pop because, you know, don't speak Korean, but always good to see it be there. I'm a strong advocate for including lyric sheets within albums. We have... I don't even know why I was thinking what this was. It's the CD. I like that. Got a bit of a space aesthetic, almost like, you know, a solar flare or something. Very cool, very cool. And it's the same art as on the cover. Same art. Same art as on the cover. So very, very neat. Good bit of a consistency there. So yeah. Physically, a lot of cool stuff in this. I don't know if the members well enough to have a bias or anything, so I'm not disappointed with who I got. I don't know who I got, but I'm like, yeah, I got things, and that's enough to make me happy. Do wish there was a poster included. May have been one of like pre-orders and stuff. I clearly don't know, but yeah, good contents within this all in all. To quickly go over the music. Definitely some good stuff. I do is just a fun, chill song. I like it. Not a lot to say on that one. Good vocals and everything. Which is to be expected, of course. But, I don't know. It doesn't do too much for me. I think it's a good song, though. I Want That. Goes hard. Not quite my normal style, but dang it, it works. It just has an energy throughout. Super fun track, and I do like how you go from this soft, chill song to I Want That, just going, you know, I don't even know what to say. There's words, and I don't have them right now. Eyes Roll. Favorite track of the album for me. Really good, really good. Love the chorus. Vocals throughout, again, phenomenal. Really short review today. Normally I rant on a bit more, but I am very tired today. I have a lot on my mind, so I can't give this the attention it probably deserves in the individual track section. Let's see, talk about this. I'll flip it Another good song. Once again, not quite my style, but oh, that chorus. Oh, that's the best. Maybe it's the pre-chorus I'm thinking about. I don't actually know, but that's really good. Just another hard song, and ending the album off again with a chill track, Tall Trees, probably, not probably, definitely the weakest on the album for me. It's good though, I have some problems with it, but it's a decent enough track, It just feels like it's a bit empty, and it's missing something. I don't know what it is. I can't point and say, oh, well, you know, we need more emotion in the vocals. We need this music to go a lot harder. We need a better percussion in this or anything. No, I can't point and like, that's the issue. That needs to be ramped back up, or this should have been brought in and that would fix it. I can't say that. There's something with it that isn't quite what it could be. So I am not particularly fond of that track. It's decent enough, but yeah. Album on the whole, though, or EP on the whole, though, I don't know. EP, I guess it's 5 tracks, all short. It's like, what, like 15 minutes long, something like that. Yeah, it's short for sure, but I think it's pretty good. Now, it's a pretty cool one because I don't think it says this anywhere. It says up at the top, I don't know if you could read that, but special EP, which somewhat showcases the idea, but I'm not seeing, at least not on the cover anywhere, the specific detail that this is their first English-only release, aside from the small bit of French and I Want That. And I quickly need to share this. I saw the wildest, like, K-pop conspiracy theory with that song the other day, that there's an account I follow, it's like K-Girls Confessions, I think it is, on Instagram, and man, folks just have the wildest things they say. But someone was going on and on about how there's this dig at Le Seraphim in this, and it's trashing all of it, it's whatever the French line is, and it's like, my guy, that's French, you can look up the lyrics. I wanted to share that because that is really funny to me, but no, aside from that little bit of French there, this is all in English, which I am an idiot and did not realize that until I was looking at their Wikipedia page to make sure I was saying their name right, which I'm honestly still not sure, because I think it's in Flip It, they say G-Idol, but on Wikipedia it says it's pronounced idol. So let me know in the comments, I guess. But no, first English release, which is very cool, very cool. Looking at the your credits on some of the tracks, especially notice this with Eyes Roll, you have a few decent. I'm not too well versed in sort of the modern pop scene, but a few they're pretty significant, shall we say, figures within I think most of the American pop scene, but honestly, I don't know where everyone is from. I'm an idiot when it comes to that kind of thing. So I think this definitely, being an English release, had assistance at least on Eyes Roll, and I'm assuming on others as well, though I don't recognize a lot of the names involved with this. Definitely seems to have that sort of Western influence, if you will. And K-pop, from what I've heard, I'm of course not too well versed in all of this. You can take what I say with a grain of salt. I've not done any heavy research into this topic, of course, but to my understanding, K-pop has definitely, or at least was for a while, starting to take in some pretty significant Western influence. And I'd say at this point in time, what I've been seeing from K-pop has definitely been it really starting to establish its own stylistic elements and everything. But I think this is very much, to me, even though I don't listen to a ton of modern pop stuff, I mostly only listen to K-pop and a little bit of J-pop when it comes to pop music. What I do know of sort of the current state of pop music, at least here in America, it's what I've heard on the radio occasionally, at different stores, things like that, it definitely has that feel. And so it's not something I would necessarily go and listen to, because a lot of the pop stuff that's put out these days, I can point at and say, yeah, that's a good song right there. That's well made. The delivery and the vocals is good. I like the instrumentation, so on and so forth. but with very few exceptions is it something I'm going to go and listen to, and with very few exceptions is it for me. And I am biased because I'm a metalhead, of course, but that is, you know, an element within that. This is not something I would really be listening to if it wasn't done by them, and if it wasn't done just in general by someone I am already a fan of. So, yeah, I am unfortunately biased against what this album is doing, and I think that definitely showcases itself with my opinions on both I-DLE and Tall Trees, which I both think are pretty weak tracks. I think that middle stretch of I Want That, Eyes Roll, and Flip It are really strong songs, even though Eyes Roll is really the only one like, yes, that is awesome right there. That song does it for me. The other two, like, they're good songs. I enjoy it. I don't have any particularly strong feelings on it, but I enjoy it. And then Tall Trees is, I've got it in my playlist. I like it. There is something with it that just feels off. And I still can't explain what it is, but there's something. And I don't know, but yeah, I think I didn't do the song rankings earlier. I just realized. Let me run through that. I will give a 7 out of 10. I Want That and Flip It, I'll both give an 8 out of 10. Eyes Roll, a 9 out of 10, and Tall Trees, a 6 out of 10. And the album on the whole, I think I would give probably a 7 out of 10 as well. It is in that upper layer, but it definitely has a few things on it that are dragging it down for me, and it has a few things that aren't really lifting it up for me. I think in comparison to their other release from this year, I feel is so much better. And yes, I am biased because Queen Card and Allergy and maybe some other tracks on it, but I don't think so, have the rock elements, and it's a bit of a darker album and everything. So I am biased towards that. I will very much admit that, and of course this is all subjective, of course it's music, of course it is. If you disagree with me on where this is, if you think this is worst release of the year, or you think this is, you know, literally the best thing they have put out, one of the best releases of the year, you know what, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear other folks' opinions on this. This is one that I like. I picked it up because this was $18.97 with tax. It came to like just above $20. That's pretty cheap for K-pop. I think I'm used to spending about $30 per album, so, you know, something that before tax is just shy at 20 that's pretty good right there. I can't complain about that, and I enjoy this enough to get it, right? So I do feel positively on this, but I have some problems with it as well. So, yeah, this one, unfortunately, I'll go and say, is not making it into my top 10 of the year. I do think I feel is a strong contender, though, since I am going to try to diversify it a bit, because I think if I just, like, yeah, do literally just like my top 10, it's all going to be metal. I'm trying to diversify it a bit, so I think that is a strong contender. That's a rant for another time, though. Closing thoughts. Physical stuff with this. Well, I would have loved to get a poster here just because I love having them, even if I can't display them, because I can never get any that fit the frames I have, and I always forget to measure them to get frames for them. I need to get some of that just like sticky tack stuff to just stick them into the wall. That'll work for me. Well, I wish I got a poster here. Everything else is good. I like those little sort of like cardboard sheets almost that sort of fill the role of the photo book. The CD and the packaging are incredible, and the photo cards are always nice. I love those little sort of transparent ones, whatever they're called. Those are always super cool to see. I love seeing that pop up because it's just such a weird alignment. That's the thing I love about K-pop albums, is you get just stuff with them, and sometimes it's really weird little things that you don't know what they're for, you don't know why they're a thing or who wants them, but dang it, you've got it and it's cool. Music, it's a good enough album. I don't have any major complaints with it. It's mostly just not quite for me. Definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, definitely not quite for me either. No. I have a lot of criticisms. Not so much criticisms. I have a lot of. Well, I don't actually have a lot of criticisms. I just have a lot of negative thoughts, rather. But I do have a lot of praises for this album as well. And I think just the fact that, you know, they're doing an album that is specifically English is just, you know, that's pretty cool right there. That is something that not a lot of artists do. And, well, I don't tend to like sort of the English stuff. Like, I really don't feel too strongly about the, oh, here's an English version of a song we've already released. There's very few that I think live up to the original track. I think the only one I have where I have both versions in my playlist is aespa's, oh, it's the track from Girls that they have the English version of. Life's Too Short. I really like the English version of that, and then I straight up prefer the English version of The Feels by Twice. Those are like the only exceptions to that rule. Every other time I'm like, oh, English version. Alright. That's my thoughts on it, you know? But I think English only, well, it's not necessarily something I want to see, per se. I generally prefer what goes on with the Korean stuff from artists. I think it just has the better flow and sounds better. It makes sense because, you know, for very few of these artists, or no, flip around, for most of these artists, the vast majority of them, English is not their native language at all. Some of them, English is not a language they even are particularly fluent in, and so you can definitely at times just come across awkwardly. I think the English was done remarkably well on here. There were only a few issues of like pronunciation and stuff at a few points. Aside from that, it was done remarkably well. So I think this is one of those examples of something that an English version is pretty good, but that's a whole rant that I've gone down that isn't too important. So I think, you know, English version of this is pretty cool. I'm not necessarily the target audience with this one, but I do enjoy it for sure. But I've rambled on a lot. 22 minutes in what I thought was going to be like a 10-minute unboxing. So yeah, I'm gonna shut myself up. We've reached the outro, the section. Just thank y'all for watching. There is more unboxing content on the way. I do have the new aespa album pre-ordered, so that should be getting here within under a week, probably, if I have my timing right. So that'll be coming out sometime soon, and then I'm gonna try to hit at some point soon the nearby big city. Check the K-pop section of the Barnes & Noble there, so maybe I'll get lucky, get the other release they had this year. Maybe I'll get lucky, get some other stuff from artists I enjoy, so we'll see what happens. But more unboxings on the way, more reactions on the way, and once they put out some new stuff, I'll definitely be reacting to some of their songs, because they've definitely grown on me since I first discovered them. I discovered with Tomboy, enjoyed the track, kinda stopped listening, and then it was like, you know, I'm doing my whole end of the year top 10. Subscribe if you want to see that, by the way. That's going to be, I'm gonna have some good stuff to shout out in that video. It's like, they put out some stuff this year. I need to go and listen to it, because I have liked the few songs I've heard from them. And you know, when I listen, it's like, oh yeah, this is some good stuff. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. There's review content coming out, reaction content coming out. There's an album review I'm gonna hopefully have done by the end of the year. Full length one here on the channel, which should be fun. Been a couple of years since I did my last one, so gonna be nice to get back to doing that. But yeah, that is going to do it for the video. So thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the whole drill. Links in the description to different stuff of mine, and yeah, I'm out of things to say. I am tired. I'm gonna shut myself up so I can go eat some supper. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.